Good afternoon, guys. It's 4:31 p.m. Today is May 10th, 2023. Today we had a CPI data at 8:30 a.m. before open, and we had a roller coaster ride back and forth, right? So now let's talk about. So we will stay neutral today in general to begin with, due to CPI. Price can go either way, and we'll wait till either 9:45 or 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to trade. Today it is hard to say anything about direction, or even I can't even think. So we can just have to wait for the news and then look for sync between NQ and ES in terms of levels, and then initiate a position. If they were out of sync, do not trade until they will come in sync. Above 41.54, buyers are becoming more active for day trading. Yesterday's low area is important in both indexes to watch. Yesterday's closing is important. Strong buyers will not let price go below Globex low, and even though it takes it there, it will not stay there. That is the sign for buyers. If it stays, then it is the sign for sellers. But at the end, real-time read is required. I may have an idea of potential price action direction only after CPI news. Okay, so if you remember all these things, so let's go 41.54, which is this area. Above, buyers are more active, right? Below Globex low, if it goes below, right? So yesterday's low was the key 30, right? So which is this area. Even though if it goes below it, it will not stay there. Then it's a buyers, right? So here at the end, at around 135, it went below it, right? But then within 10 minutes it went back up, so it didn't stay there, right? Meanwhile NQ was holding higher, so it was a divergence. They were not in sync. NQ was touching this thick blue line, hunting levels, right? That was CPI breakout area. NQ held it, and you can see reversal, right? Now here, right? So this is CPI. Correct. So CPI, when it closed above here, right here at 47, I typed in Discord, stating, hold on, let me show you. Okay, where is it? Here. So this is 8:39 after CPI, first candle. So I said during CPI, first 5-minute candle closes above yesterday's high in both indices as of now. That is the first story. Second story is straight hitting 51.54, which is this area. Okay, above buyers becoming active level. This is okay. NQ 330, 300, 330 is a borderline important levels. So before open, whatever happens here, that will be the telltale sign. So for now I can sense buyers. That was around 840, right? So now 840, which is right here, 840 candle close right here, and then you can see, right? So that was your trade. If you are following 1-minute chart or lower, there was a trade right here in NQ and ES together. Okay, NQ, it was a trade right around here, right above this stream number 330, right here. Okay, now so now you're going with the CPI move. The first 5-minute candle seals the deal. Okay, then price went higher, and here, right here, I said bailout, which is around let me see, where did I say that? Okay, so here same thing, 843. If you are long during CPI by chance, then this is the time to take exit at 390 in NQ and ES 41.61. See that it's what's around 843, right? So 843, which is right here at 61, right here you have to bail out, okay, and then which is here, okay, and then NQ 390, which is right at this candle, right, 390, that's where you bail out, and after that price barely went above 15 points and then it tanked, okay. So timing of exit is also important, okay. Now we wait till open, and I said in opening you do not want to see any 5-minute time frame breakdown. If you see that, that's a trouble for buyers, you know. But how it is breaking down is important. That is what I discuss. If you see two 5-minute candle red going down, breaking down, then stay away from long, and then sellers could be active. And if you see one candle, other candle going back through in the balance, then you can go long, okay. Any exhaustion you can play, but it has to be reactionary at that point if there were two candles, okay. And also I said buyers are active above 30 in ES and 268 in NQ. As long as buyers are above there, price is above it, buyers can defend, okay. So NQ defended 268 to the dot. ES price went below it, but then it couldn't hold below Globex low, NFP low area, it bounced, okay. So here, right here, see first 5-minute candle of second 5-minute candle, right, you can see it here. So actually right off the open I said 60 is important, they have to hold 60, that is the key. Why? Because it was RTH high, last high from RTH 62 was the last high, 57 was the second high, and price was trading above, opening above it. NQ was opening above right around, I said it will open right around 360, which is this area. It's a very important balance stop, so I said it's a do or die. So since NQ was stronger than ES, ES was still within below balance stop, but NQ was able to break out, right, and it was now kind of a pulling back there of the open. So I took a long at NQ at 360, considering ES is holding at 60. See, first time when it opened at 62, it came to 61, right, and it bounced back up and trying to go higher. See, that's a sign. I said okay, 60, so I go long, I went long in 60 in NQ, not in ES, okay. Then it went higher, right, so here I bailed out right here, you know, at 409, okay, when ES made a high here, NQ also, but something was not good, you know. I sensed something bad, you know. There was no reason, it's just the way this candle, it was just only this candle, you know, made me exit right here. And I don't like to go aggressive long. See, this is my aggressive long, right? So aggressive long, aggressive exit, you know. So I was very carefully watching these things. When it went higher, I do not want any candle, this same candle, like coming down and close below this high. So because aggressive long, aggressive exit, you know, I do not, because anyway I'm long, going long at the top, right, and ES is still within the balance overall. So if slight down move, it can stop me out, you know. So I locked in my profit right here at 410, you know. ES I did not went long anyway, so I locked it 360 to 410, 50 points, you know, not bad, right. And then so, and my trading was pretty much was done here, okay. Then we were observing it, then price came down, right. See here, that was a trouble. So NQ went below this balance. So if you look at 5-minute NQ, right, 5-minute candle was closed right at 57, around here. This was a 5-minute candle. This is 2-minute chart, but 5-minute it closed below. You can see it in your 5-minute chart. By the time ES had a 2 candle, see, whenever 2 candle happens, that means something is off. That is your sign. Breakdown, 5-minute balance breakdown with 2 candles, right. See, if this candle went, let's say, went here, right, then I would have gone long. But now here, that's a trouble. Now the trouble is there, but now you have to look into it, how price is coming down. That was the next step. See, it's a straight down there, right, into this area 40 or so, which was a gap fill from yesterday. Now you have to look at AD. Oh, it is 500 plus, so it's a bullish disconnect, straight exhaustion. Where is NQ at that time? NQ was 330. See that, 330 I said it's an important level, so 330 straight down. Now I said I'm watching. In this code I said I'm watching, and if ES goes above 41, which is this line, we already have a line, right? So 41, then I will go long in ES, and in NQ I'm observing 341 and 347. That is what I said. I'm observing it and I'm looking for long. So 341 I drew a line here, NQ went higher, pull back here, and look at NQ was holding, because I don't want to fade it instantly, right? I want to see some pause, right? Because it was straight exhaustion, but it can little bit fall further, stop me out, and then go higher, right? So I was watching, so here it was doing balancing. See that here, right? So at least 1 2 3 4 5 minute candle, right here, and then it went above 41. I went long. Here you can see it, 41 was holding right here, 1 2, I going higher, 47 I went long right there. Okay, now I wanted to see, because this area technically turned into resistance, right? This balance breakdown. So here you can see a response. That's why I didn't want to go long at the first test here, because this area can act as resistance and then price can go down also, right? So I waited. Then it was holding 341. Then it poked higher above this mini high, which was 347 or 348. That's where I went long. And ES 41, because ES doesn't do that much, ES will at least bounce back up to 45 or yesterday's high or so, So I had a room in ES. So 41 went long. Then I was watching here. It sliced through it. I was holding it. Then I said 53. Up to 53 ES can go, So 53 here I bailed out. NQ I said my target is 400. So which was this top area. So I bailed out right at 400 here. I was not being greedy, Why? Because now, because of this price coming down here, that brought sellers into it. So on the way back up, they will try to short it, And yes, same thing. 2 red candles means sellers are active. Okay. So here I bailed out, right? And then I said, now I'm done trading. And at 10:03 I said, now line in sand for NQ is 400, my exit. If it goes below 400 now, because of these sellers, I have to still keep in mind. And now this buyers also, now both parties are active. I said if it is up to 400, which is this area, buyers have a control. So they have to hold above 400, and ES 51, which is this line. So at 10 o'clock I said I am done, I am closing, I am done. And I am now watching if they have to hold it above 51. If it goes below 51, day is screwed. If this goes below 400, day is screwed. Then that means I'm going to close voice and we are done for trading today. That is what I said right here. Then what happened? Then price went higher, everything was good. Price came back down below 400 and closed lower. Here price went higher and then closed lower. So at this candle, right at 10:19, sellers were in for day trading. That means now both parties are active. Price can do ping pong in a larger range because of CPI moves, right? So now there is no point of trading. You can't trust the price. They can do anytime, flip on you, stop you out, reverse like this. See that? See here, came down, right? And then everything was looking good. See this is, you can trade these moves, there is nothing wrong, but you rather not trade these moves, because you can't rely on price action properly. You have to do a lot of work, really, So if you look at it here, right, so when it came down, right, now you are saying, man, it's going down, right? Now slight pullback, you want to think, hey man, let me short it, right? Poked higher, right? Now you think, okay, let me short it here. Then you short it right here, again came back up, again came back up, again came back up. Then finally it came down, right? Then here it made a nice ride, right? Now you are thinking, okay, now day is bearish, right? price is also trading below now morning yesterday's low. Now you are thinking, now at least it is here, it may go to Globex low, right? So, or it can bounce from here because of the blue line, but then it has to hold below this area, right? Broken morning lows, correct? So let's watch. See that? So it did even hold this, not this, and went all the way up to mid and VWAP, right? So see, that is the problem. It's hard to justify the short. So even though this is a confluence area now, right? Yesterday's high plus VWAP and mid, you can short here, right? But now looking at this move, see, look at this balance, broke out, balance top here, held it, then breakout, then again pull back here at this area where we are supposed to short, right? It held this area, now it's going here. See, now you cannot even short. See, that was what I meant, when I said they screwed. This is what's going to happen. Even though if you short here, you can't even target more than this. It may go below, it may not. Okay? So probabilities are 50-50, right? So here you can see hesitation, see that? Then it broke down. See, now look at it. When price is coming here like this, right? See, this line doesn't mean anything now. So price can technically come here. Now look, see, painful thing. Then it broke down. Then it was here, right? Now at this point it went below it, correct? At this point now you are thinking, man, it's only 130, right? Now what do I do? So if you are trading, you might think, okay, let me short in this area somewhere. This area, this is a very good area now for short, right? So let's watch. First test, you short, stopped out. Okay, now let's say you want to short here at the top. You shorted it here, boom, price went higher. See that? Now you want to think you want to go long, right? So you went long, but now the problem is, where do you go long? Pullback? You have to wait for a pullback. Did you get any pullback? No. And now price is going here, right? Now you're thinking, man, it's a day's high, which is this, right? So when price went here at 61, now you're thinking, man, it's almost closing run, right? So like 330, can I go long here and just grab up to this? Yes, you can, but now look, see, so that is the issue. So I can justify many trades here, but I would rather not do that. It's no point trading. When I say screwed up day, usually we don't trade, because we know you can't rely on a price action unless you are managing both indexes together, their levels, so levels are working. See here, even though it came down, these blue lines held it here, right? Even though this red line also, to me, they held it as a resistance. But then you have to give these rooms, for a price to go against you when the day is screwed up, So otherwise you can see all these lines are working, only few of the lines, right? The key lines, and all the lines were key because this was red line is a key. See that? Blue line is a key. You can see that, right? Now intraday VWAP is also important on some days when there is a big move, right? So levels are working, but the problem is, see here also levels, actually this one, there was a good short here at 51.49 area. Why? Because backup sellers area, right? 51 was a line in sand, which was this area, right? Price went through it. That's a sign when price came back up here, right? Where I bailed out my long, correct? At 53. Now at this point, I said 51 is a line in sand. So when price went through these things again, right, and it pulled back there, that was your short. See, so I can justify all these things, but then it's not a good idea to trade here. Okay, and that be all for today. So these were the only good trades. After once a day is screwed, there is no trade unless you justify like this, and NQ was touching 400 basically at that time. Then it's slide down, you can short in NQ here, and then that's pretty much it, you know. And then tomorrow, right? So tomorrow, what is the key, right? So tomorrow, buyers in NQ, since buyers held to 68, right? They are still there in NQ. In ES also they are there, right? So their duty is to hold above this area. So 342 to 380, buyers have to hold above it in NQ tomorrow during PPI news, okay, and in the overnight. ES has some room. So ES, see, ES is garbage. I don't like ES, but still I'm going to give you the range. This is the range. That's it. 46 and above they have to hold it. NQ 340 and above they have to hold it, you know, in order to prove to us that they still have a control. Otherwise ping pong, you know. So that's pretty much it for today.